struggle to contain the opioid epidemic, there's no doubt that the next generation is being shaped by it.
Hey, I'm gonna get you some help, okay? How old are you?
The question, which will take years to resolve, is how.
How old are you?
The norm back in the day used to be a mom, a dad, 2 dogs, 2 kids. Now it's maybe a parent, maybe a grandmother, maybe an uncle, maybe a foster home, maybe just a whole lot of maybes.
According to CNN News, an estimated 3 million children are being raised by someone who is not their mom or dad. Foster parenting may seem overwhelming, but it's probably more doable than you think. 2 of my aunts are foster parents, which led to 3 of my cousins' adoptions. Today, through my own personal experience and research I have done, I will be sharing why you should become a foster parent. I will start with explaining why the number of children in the system is increasing. Then, I will summarize ways to become a foster parent while clarifying some common misconceptions. Lastly, I will explain why you would make the perfect foster parent. I will start with why foster care is so needed, especially today. Foster care has become a growing need as our nation has entered a growing opioid epidemic. Opioids now kill more people than cars and guns. I mentioned earlier that 3 million children are being raised by someone who is not their birth parent. 60% of these children are due to the opioid epidemic. There is a generation of children who feel as though their parents chose drugs over them. Opioids are extremely addictive. When a mother becomes pregnant, she can't just stop this addiction. This means that when the child is born, it's often addicted to opioids and often has to be taken away from the mother. As this issue continues to grow, the number of children who need foster care grows as well. This creates a shortage in foster parents. The shortage can also be due to some common misconceptions. You may think that you have to have a lot of money, be married, own your own house, be a stay-at-home parent, be young, or have a degree in child development or education. None of this is true. All you need is compassion, willingness, a valid driver's license with insurance, a certification in CPR and AED, and to go through the required training courses. Some other things you need to be ready for are home visits, so they can check to make sure your home is clean and safe, criminal background check, and they'll take your fingerprints. This may sound like a lot, but all that you really need to know is as long as you're not a criminal and you have space in your home and you're willing to do the training, you can become a foster parent. And the fact is, you would make a fantastic foster parent. You could help a child form lasting attachments. Children who are able to bond with a caregiver in their early stages of their life go on to form healthier adult relationships. A more meaningful childhood means more lasting friendships and healthy marriages. Bonding with a child in between ages 0 and 3 can teach a child what it means to love and be loved. This will break the cycle of abuse, neglect, and abandonment. All they need is stability and to be loved. By doing just that, they will be shown worlds more than they already know. In conclusion, I hope foster parenting seems less overwhelming to you now, and I hope that you can see it is a growing need today. Today I shared with you why you should highly consider becoming a foster parent. I started with explaining why the numbers in the foster care system are increasing, then summarized the ways to become a foster parent and clarified some common misconceptions. Lastly, I explained why you would make a fantastic foster parent. I'll leave you with this anonymous quote. If you help a child, you will not have to spend years repairing an adult.